Hello, my name is Doug McCall, and I am going to sort of expand my repertoire on doing blogs and stories on the internet. That I am going to do a more of a intensive study of the Bible, and how I thought I would start off with is relook at the Bible in the sense of Jesus's theme or principle of how he wanted to describe the purpose of his storyline in the Bible. And how I would like to do that is to look at the Bible as what God was trying to emphasize right at the first, and how we've not done that in the first of Genesis, that it was more of a story of creation, but what it needed to be was a creation of God's kingdom. God's kingdom was in purpose to create a environment and a people that God could dwell with and walk with, and to just be one spirit and one mind and one body in His people. And this is what we're going to look at right at first. Just to get started, just an overview of what we typically look at in the first days of God's creation, but look at it in a different perspective of how God was setting it up and describing and His input on what it actually was, not just from the physicalness of it, but what was His intention of how He did this. And let's look at in Genesis 1 that it was the description of a big picture that we maybe fail to see, and that we sort of focus on the actual things that He's creating, but what this actually describes when He's talking about everything that He makes. It's like we're describing everything in a picture, and we detail on everything that is in that picture, all the surroundings, all the actual objects in that picture, but we fail to realize what the picture is actually representing. And we need to go back and look at this and describe and understand that this is actually what God is describing is actually His home, or another way we could look at it is His kingdom. And how we're going to look at this is going through this in more of a descriptive detail overview of it, and maybe reverently look at the perspective of where God is coming from. And when we talk about this, and try not to look at it from a viewpoint of where you've actually come from in your life, or where you've been brought up in what church or denomination, or just your lifestyle, but look at it at a total different perspective. So that's where I would like to start this blog. This is maybe sort of a introduction to the synopsis of this video log. So we will sort of kind of stop there. But if you would like to check on some of the things that I have written down in my blogs, is check me out on springsman.wordpress.com, and it's SPRINGSMAN.wordpress. And this will you will find maybe where I've come from and more detail of some of the things I have written about, and maybe you can know where I'm coming from. So we'll stop right there for right now, and then we'll get a little bit more entailed in some of the things that we're going to start with and go from there.